Am I the asshole for leaving my kids at home alone for 16 minutes? I'm a 31F and I'm catching heat from my ex about leaving our daughter at home for a few minutes. Here's some of the backstory to understand my thought process and why I did it. My partner and I share one child, 1M. I have 2 kids from a previous marriage, 8F, and 10M, and he had one from a previous marriage, 8F. My partner had to drop off his car to get fixed, so we are down to 1 car at the moment. One of our daughters just recently broke her leg, so she's on crutches and has a cast for a while. We try to avoid dragging her around to places that might require her to crutch around or just remove her from her bed, as she's only had the cast for 2 days now. This evening I had to drop my kid, 10M, and partner off for a Cub Scout event that is located 8 minutes away from our home at a fire station for first aid training to complete his badge requirements. I obviously took the baby along while dropping off my son and partner, but I know my daughters are very responsible to handle themselves if I was to step away for a quick moment. They have access to phones, tablets, and even my Alexa if they need to contact me, and I make sure my children remember my number to call in case something happens. We have our neighbor's number, and if anything required having an adult to step in, they are right next door. I even have a home security system and cameras with MICs that the kids are trained to use as well in case of emergencies. I was supposed to exchange my 2 kids, 10M and 8F, to their biological father after the event for holiday parenting time, but despite having all the safety measures put in place, he starts freaking out and messaging me and harassing me on why was our daughter not in the car with us, and starts demanding that I tell him who is watching our kid. I informed him days prior that our daughter would not be at the event as it was only for our son, and I would drop her off after the event was completed. My daughters were cuddled up in bed together watching YouTube on their tablets, and I ensured they were comfortable with the situation before I left, as I am trying to take the baby steps towards giving them trust and responsibility. They were in the same spot and were completely fine when me and the baby got back. I was gone for a total of 16 minutes and my ex flipped his lid about the whole situation. The exchange originally was supposed to be that he gets the kids from school once winter break started, but because our son had the event this evening and he lives out of state 4 hours away, he decided that he was going to attend the event and pick up the kids afterwards to save him from driving back and forth, because he is court ordered to take the kids to their extracurricular events as he continuously refused to in the past. The first thing my ex says to our son is, "Where is your sister?" And mind you, they are at an event that required our son to pay attention to the first aid training, and our son can barely focus on one thing for 2 seconds. But that didn't stop him from distracting him and constantly grilling him at the event about his sister's whereabouts. Again, he was told multiple times she would not attend the event as it was for his den only. There is no law on age or time requirements for leaving the children unattended in my state, but he insists that it was illegal and that I am the a-hole for leaving the girls at home alone. Back when I was their age, I was left home alone for hours or dropped off at my grandparents' house and would be out of my house from dusk till dawn outside, and my family had no idea where I was. I would get home after school and my parents wouldn't be home till many hours later. I was babysitting my cousins and neighborhood kids at their age and was highly independent and self-sufficient. Each child is different, but I wouldn't have left them if I knew they couldn't handle themselves. There is many years of drama and hatred between me and my ex, so nothing I do is ever right in his eyes anyways, regardless of the many steps I put in place to ensure their safety on a daily basis. Am I the asshole?